For over 30 years, HBCU Image has been more than just an apparel store. We've been a movement, a statement, a legacy. We celebrate the pride, the purpose, and the culture that make historically black colleges and universities legendary. Whether you're a student or a lifelong supporter, our gear lets you wear your HBCU story with confidence and style. Because when you wear HBCU Image, you're not just wearing clothes. You're wearing culture. You're wearing pride. You're wearing purpose. HBCU Image, a Kenny T's company.
From cancer care to accidental injuries to cardiac care, we all know that there are times that you can't control what happens in your life. But with Globe Life Family Heritage, you can be prepared to weather the storm when it comes. Call Dr. Beverly Eagle Rogers at 877-300-8269 or visit the website at globelifefamilyheritage.com. With over 25 years of serving communities, Dr. Beverly Eagles Rogers is here to help you and your family through difficult times. Dr. Beverly takes pride in Globe Life being one of the few companies that returns 100% of premiums to clients that stay healthy. So for more information, call Dr. Beverly Eagle Rogers at 877-300-8269 or visit the website at globelifefamilyheritage.com.
Are you hungry for authentic Caribbean food like jerk chicken, oxtail, red snapper, shrimp, tofu, and rasta pasta? Well, find your way over to Mango's Caribbean Restaurant, 180 Auburn Avenue, right next to Royal Peacock in downtown Atlanta.
Them belly full, but we hungry.
Mango's Caribbean Restaurant, open daily from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. And on Friday and Saturday, we're open till 4 a.m. Come to Mango's and put some spice in your life.
So we've got a good thing going.
Mango's Caribbean Restaurant, 180 Auburn Avenue, right next to Royal Peacock in downtown Atlanta. For more info or directions, call 404-698-3992 or log on to mangoscaribbeanrestaurant.com. For instant coupons, text MANGOS to 313131.
Tell your mama hungry, papa hungry, brother hungry.
Mango's Caribbean Restaurant, authentic Caribbean cuisines.
Open up the door, tell your mama hungry.
You're looking for the latest information on Southern University sports, the Southwestern Athletic Conference, and HBCU athletics. There's only one place to go. Tune in to the Carlos Brown Show, exclusively on the Black College Sports Network.
What's up? What's up? What's up? It's the 8th of April 2026. And y'all know what it is, right? It's welcome to Random Thoughts with DVP. I'm your host, DVP. I'll get my team in here in a second. How the hell are y'all? You know, it's some crazy shit going on. Everybody got their opinion about this and about that. I'm gonna tell you what the craziest shit is ever. And this ain't gonna be no political show. This is just a you gotta be shitting me show. So, and I use that term very loosely, our POTUS started a war with Iran. Okay? He said we had demolished them, yada, 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 yada. Well, I've been in a couple of fights in my life. Whenever I demolish somebody, I wasn't worried about them getting back up and doing nothing. Especially, knocking out billion-dollar planes and shit like that. But that ain't the crazy part. The crazy part is, have y'all ever fought anybody and paid them to fight back and fuck you up? Do y'all know that during this war, we're paying Iran? We're paying them. We're paying them to get their oil. So imagine that. Just grasp that concept. You're fighting somebody and you're giving them money at the same time. Just say that shit out loud. You're fighting them, saying you've destroyed them, saying they can't do nothing, but you're giving them money because without their oil, you can't do shit. That is the craziest. The only thing crazier than that is you ninjas coming to my page telling me what I should post and talk about. Like I can only talk about one something. See, I got a team here. And sometimes we're unhinged. Sometimes we're a tad bit crazy. Sometimes we don't know what the hell we're doing. But guess what we can do all the time? We can talk about multiple things at once. So on my page, I can talk about sex, religion, politics, rock and roll, football, not liking your crazy ass, and other shit. I can do it all in one post if I want to, but I can make multiple posts and do multiple things. I'm confused on why y'all always think that something, don't let them distract you. But ain't y'all, what's the word? Y'all overstand. Y'all woke. Your third eye telling you some shit. So what I'm thinking in reality is some of y'all need to get like careers so that y'all can get the free healthcare. Because just me. If I woke up one day out the blue and found out I had a third eye, I would panic like a motherfucker. I would panic. I would scream my ass off. I'm just looking at this eye looking at me, and I don't know if we blinking in sync, but it's looking. What does this third eye do for y'all? I got questions. And last but least, I met a girl. She asked me if I had got the jab. And I was like, what you talking about? She's like, the COVID shot. I was like, oh, yeah, I got it. She looked at me with the straighter faces, pretty she wanted me, and asked me if I was worried about growing a tail. I'm worried about growing a tail, because that's what the shot gonna do to you. Growing a tail. Growing a tail. So with that being said, I'm gonna get my team on here, let them do their thing. And I just want to share that with y'all. We got a couple of interesting subjects. We're gonna have a little fun. You know how we do it. We have a little fun. Hopefully get a little education in for those y'all who from the hood. Let me bring Mark on first because I know he gonna have to go first because he always running first to shit. What's up, bruh? Oh, that's it. Let me. What's up?
Yeah, look. I never busy.
Oh, he riding again. He riding through the trees again. Oh yeah, you got that mechanical background. You so.
No more.
You sound like you're on that trip to the moon. You
Hold
got to
on,
type
let
that shit in the
me
box.
this
And I'm
sound
gonna have to
like.
read it.
I'll talk to you in a minute.
All right, let me get Mo on here. What's up, Mo? What's a good word?
Hey, what's going on, man? I see you over here talking about Tales of the Dark Side, and I'm talking about Tales, Tales, Tails, Tales of the Dark Side.
Listen, man. I'm just trying to do what we do, bro. I'm just trying to do what we do. That's all, you know.
What kind of, man? That's, on a larger discussion, that's a big issue in the Black community, man. Spreading this kind of crazy ass, ridiculous. I guess I'll call it a psyop. All these psyops, man. Psychological operation on the community, man. Somebody told that person, I don't know, maybe they read it somewhere, maybe they seen it on a current affair. I know that's an old show, but I'm old, so on a current affair, and they brought it to the public. It's crazy, man.
Bro, but before you say some shit, you should say it to a friend or say it to yourself and see if it sounds fucking retarded.
Look in the mirror. Say it to yourself.
No. See, all right. I'm gonna tell you. Let me give y'all another one. This shit just cracked me up. I had to look it up. So a friend go out on a date with a guy, and the guy asks if she believes in conspiracy theories. She doesn't. So, he gonna talk anyway. He talks about, and I know y'all done heard this because y'all well read. I know y'all done heard the story about these 3 dolphins that kidnapped the engineer and took him underwater to help build. I know y'all heard this. Don't act like I'm the only one. I know y'all done heard this. And I had to Google it. And guess what? It's on there. As a fucking urban myth. But this dude has bit so hard into this conspiracy, he's trying to explain how the dolphins was giving this guy air so he could stay underwater long enough to erect a little mini city for them, complete with malls and all this other shit. And that wasn't the worst part. To me, the worst part was, why do dolphins need a mall? What the fuck are they shopping for? I mean, what? And how did they know this dude was an engineer? Was they like Facebook friends? And why would nobody look for this dude for 3-4 days? But I promise you, if you Google it, you're gonna come up with a bunch of stories. That shit is spooky.
Jeez.
But he cited his sources. He saw it on YouTube, so it had to be true. Because if it's on YouTube, it's true. And I'm just like, man, this is some foolishness, some fuckery. But anyway, I don't want to get caught up in the madness and the drama, and I don't want none of y'all telling me about y'all stories of dolphins taking over the world. Because this shit is crazy. And I don't want to judge y'all. I don't. So anyway, man, how was the week, bro?
Can't complain. It was good, man. Got my workout in, did a show. He was there, did a show. Yeah, all good.
So for those y'all that don't know, Mo got a thing going. We're gonna talk about it right quick. He got a thing going where we get to have you get to talk to cops and Mo as an author about some of the killings that's been going on. Right now we've been talking about things in the past, but that's what we're talking about because he has his book out. I still got to meet Mark to give him his copy. And we just go over some of the things, and see, as I'm tearing stuff up, me and Joe Mo, we try to educate people on some things that's going on in law enforcement that they may or may not know. So if you're interested, hit him up. or hit me up and I'll shoot y'all to him so you can get a link to the group to join in. I think you got 2 seats left?
Yeah, two or three.
So
yeah,
if you're interested, just hit one of us up.
Matter of fact, DVP, it's at the the email's in my name, man. So they can just use that email in my name.
So if you can see it, and just because I'm a good host who don't believe that Dolphins gonna take over the world. I'm sorry, I don't. I'm still a fan of Clipper. Let me bring Mark back right quick, see what he got going on. Mark, you there? Oh, he always got it.
Yeah, can y'all hear me now? Is that better?
Nah, you at the strip club.
Nah, you don't do it till yet.
All right, so we're gonna let Mark type in his comment, cause I'm gonna choose to have fun without that. That's some selfish shit right there, Mark. You're at the strip club and you got me and Mo doing real work. Hold on, let me type this in right quick while I'm readalongclub@gmail.com.
That's it. Yep, we got a couple seats. So anybody want to come in? I'll do a quick while DVP typing. I'll just give you a quick overview. It's like DVP said, we're reading my book, and as we go through the book, we're watching videos, we're having discussions, trying to just close some gaps on some of the murders that occurred. Try to make some sense out of it if there's any to be had. We got victims in the group who they get an opportunity to try to get some understanding of what happened to their loved ones. So a lot of good stuff going on. We get everybody's opinion, we get everybody's thoughts. There's no authority in the group. We just all got opinions. We all got inputs, and I think just being in a group and having that kind of discussion will at least bring some clarity to what we're seeing. We're not taking any action or doing anything in the group, but you will at least get some clarity on the what's, the whys, and the hows.
All right, that's what's up, Mark. That's what's up. And like I said, it's informative, it's educational. Like I said, you got me and Joe right there. Joe's a cop. Joe's a former cop. I'm a former sheriff. And we just try to explain some of the things, some of the misconceptions. Mo gives his thoughts. And it's kind of like when we do Law and Order. I implore you guys to ask professionals questions. Don't think you know the law if you've never been a part of it. Because just because something makes sense doesn't mean it's illegal. That's just not how law works. So if you got questions about anything, either join the group. Like I said, we're gonna still continue to do law and order segments on the show, and sometimes we're gonna do a crossover. So, because I want y'all to get involved in this. You got questions, and it's like with the other stuff. I need for us to stop spreading misinformation out of fear or out of ignorance. I had a friend before wanted to tell me about all the violence and all the killings, and I hear what you're saying, but when I asked him to do it on your Facebook page. Ask people on Facebook how many people do they know personally, not read about. How many people do they know that got killed? How many police citizen encounters have you had? What happened when you encountered police? Did they steal from you? Did they hit you? Did they shoot you? Or were they just rude to you? And everybody want to say how bad all police are, but very few people can give you an example. Most people can tell you the time they got off without a ticket, because they wasn't an asshole. And I'm not making excuses for bad cops. What I'm making excuses for is us trying to make all cops bad. Because if you have one bad experience with a cop, imagine a cop having one bad experience with a black person, and then he take it out on all black people. And that's what y'all doing. Because I guarantee you on any given day, you're going to find way more good cop stories than you will bad cop stories. You'll find cops doing shit they ain't got no business doing. They ain't got no business playing basketball with the kids, interacting with the neighborhood, because that ain't their job. See? That ain't their job. But they're out there socializing with the kids. They do shop with a cop. They're not defying crime. They're intermingling with the community. We seen ones who've given up their personal time and fed people and fed homeless. Hell, the reason why Lil Wayne won't hate white people is because he had a white cop who looked out for him. But we don't like to talk about those stories because it messes up the narrative. And it's no different than anytime you have a false narrative and you got identity protective cognitive, what I forgot the name of it. You want so bad for something to be true, you overlook all the factual data. You know, I'm sure right now, well, Sharonda ain't here right now, but I'm sure me and Mo and Mark could tell you a story about a woman in our life who wasn't shit. But we chose not to judge our women like that. If we're honest, we could probably tell you about a woman that we wasn't shit with. She could probably co-sign that. But again, that's not all men. So quit letting one incident that you weren't even a part of regulate your whole world. As Mo said, there's a woman in the group who is she's related to a victim. But guess what? She's not disrespectful to me. She's not disrespectful to Joe. She's asking legitimate questions. As Mark said, the group is great with hearing the law says versus our feeling and thoughts gives you clarity. We're there to educate you. Some things people think that are just, I don't even know where you got that from. You watch Law and Order. You watch one of them crazy movie shows. So come in and just listen. You know, if you don't like it, leave. If you do, stay around for some more. But as Mo say, feel free to ask questions. There's no disrespect. Like I said, one lady, what was it? What did she say? Her husband or son? Somebody who got murdered? Mo?
Her husband, yeah.
But she ain't disrespectful. She just got questions, and there's nothing wrong with that. Learn in a safe environment. That's what we got to start doing. We got to enter with an open mind. Stop telling people what you know to not be true. Because a lot of times when people don't know shit, they the loudest one time. I know this, I know this, I know that. And you ask them how they know, they can't give you a reference. They can't give you anything other than they know. Somebody told them. Somebody.
And I'll just add this too. Along with learning what is not true, you can also learn what is true, because that and which is, you know, which is equally, if not more important, because sometimes you don't know why certain things are getting done, but we have people who did the job. We have people who are experienced, who understand why it was done a certain way. It might not, maybe it's not right, maybe it's wrong, or maybe it is right. But the point is, we can get some clarity, and they can tell you why.
Just because you think you would have did it another way, sometimes protocol says you ain't. Well, that don't make sense. Hey, right? So, you know, like I said, join the group. We're gonna still do some Law and Order shows, but join the group and see what's going on. Ask the questions. Ask the questions. All right. And well, Mark ain't really here, so we can't really. Can we really talk about your subject, Mark? You ain't here, but
what was Mark's?
Well, and I want to deal with the cheating. So do I want to bounce around? Yeah, but damn, I wish I need a woman here, since Mark can't really talk. I guess he got to type in. But let's talk about cheating. And I wish I knew how to play these videos. And people want to say cheating is subjective, but you know, Mo, what's cheating to you? Mark, you type yours in. We'll read yours as they come up. Mo, give me an idea. And hold on. Let me qualify this. Let me qualify this, fellas. Is there a difference in cheating versus your status? Whether you're just kicking it, whether you're dating, whether you are committed, whether you're married. Does the definition of cheating change based on what you got going on?
So I'll say this. This is what I'll say. There's levels to cheating. You know, there's a spectrum to cheating, right? So on the ends, you know, on the very end, we got sexual intercourse, right? And so we got sexual intercourse on the end, on one end. Then on the other end, we got flirting, right? With intent. Flirting with intent, because you something on your mind, man. You ain't just flirting, you know, just because she's there or he's there. You know, you got an intent. So people could classify those for sure. For sure, the physical is cheating. I know a lot of. I'm gonna say this, but as DVP stated, if we had a woman on the show, I would like, you know, to get confirmation, or somebody in the audience, you know, a woman in the audience, confirmation. But I'll say that there's emotional cheating too. That's just as bad, if not worse, than the sexual intercourse. So you got like three spaces, right? You got flirting, you got emotional cheating, and you got sexual intercourse. So there's 3 spaces where all of those could be cheating, and only two of those spaces may not be cheating, but one for sure is, right? Sexual intercourse, there's nowhere you can't get around that one. The other two, you may not. You may not be cheating. It could be just how it looks, but until the data comes out, you can't really say. That's my take, DVP.
And Mark says cheating is physical touch from the opposite sex. Cheating is only in a committed relationship, and emotional cheating is interesting. All right, here's my take on it, because I hear what Mo was saying. To me, cheating is doing something that you don't want your partner to know. I get the other things that you're saying, Mark. I'm gonna totally disagree with you, because why does it have to be the opposite sex? So if your girl is playing with another girl and y'all in a committed relationship, is that cheating? See, I would say yes. So I'm not really feeling the opposite sex. Cheating is only in a committed relationship, and again, wording matters. Only if we say it. Only to me, cheating is when we say we're not sleeping with nobody else. To me, if that statement is not said, nobody should expect anything. That a lot. Too many times we expect people to live by the same moral code that we live by. And I think that's where a lot of times we go wrong, because we think people will think like we think. And we know that's not true. But everybody's so scared of conversation, nobody wants to articulate that out loud. So that's how I see it. So what are the levels of cheating? Yeah, there's emotional cheating, there's a physical cheating. And people will say that emotional cheating can be the worst. And I'm gonna say, I'm gonna call BS. I'm gonna call BS. And the reason I'm gonna call BS is because dudes don't lose their mind over emotional cheating. Dudes lose their mind over physical cheating. When a man finds out his woman is sleeping with somebody else, you see how men are. Men, you slept with them, because we've told ourselves the lie that women can only sleep with a man if there's an emotional attachment. Even though I don't truly know a man that believes that. Most of the men that I know have slept with a woman more than once. They know that there was no emotional attachment from her. So I don't know why we perpetuate this, other than we don't want to think that our woman is for the streets, because only the street woman can just have casual sex. But if you do the math, most women have had sex before they were in love. So where did the emotional thing come from? Again, and I ain't say everybody, I just said most, because if you ask, and I've done shows and I asked women, the first time you had sex with with a partner, were you in love? Was it just hormones? Was it just this? Was it just the chemistry, right? There was no love involved. Most of us don't fall in love until months later. Sex is just a physical act that humans do for pleasure. So where does the emotional cheating fall in, and how do we find out about the emotional cheating? So, Mark, while you type, and tell me why you think it's so, what's so interesting. Women cheat because they want to. That's kind of sexist, Mark. Why do men cheat? Men cheat because everybody cheat because they want to. The emotional connection is an excuse to make it sound better for women. But we're the ones who say that. Sometimes women cheat because the sex at home is bad. Sometimes women cheat because of the way the moon and the stars align. I mean, I would say that I know guys who have cheated. I know people who have cheated that would never, ever leave their spouse. Never, ever. Never, ever. But, there may be a medical issue. There may be something, whatever. And like I said, cheating to me is when you do something that you don't want to tell your partner. Because now you're openly keeping a secret. And again, that's only if you said if you say the words, we're in a monogamous relationship. I ain't going to sleep with nobody. I don't expect you to sleep with nobody. And therein lies the problem. You can't say, I don't expect you to sleep with somebody. You got to say, hey, are we in this together? What are we doing? Are we sleeping with other people or no? This needs to be a true conversation to me. Are we sleeping with other people? Now, If you say no and she say no, if one of y'all do it, then clearly you're cheating. I don't recall anybody ever saying or even talking about emotional relationships in that. Because what is emotional cheating to you, Mark? What is emotional cheating to you, Mark?
Oh, to me, so it's one of those things where, so this is why we need a woman on the show, because
Colette, you want to come on the show?
Colette could probably tell you, but I'm gonna do my best to explain it. But it's associated with you've been around this person, you've been around this, I'm gonna do male to female, you've been around this lady for a while, you know how she is, okay? And then all of a sudden the feeling center gets turned off. It's turned off. And that her emotional center is now being entertained by somebody else. And she's allowing that to happen because she's done with you. So that right there, if you in a relationship and you're being monogamous and you're a male and you're being monogamous, you will feel that. You will feel it, and it will have an impact on you, and it's not a good time.
All right. Mark says, hold on. Colette says sometimes women cheat just to get back at the man that's been cheating on them. It ain't the right thing, but it happens. Mark says emotional cheating by definition mentions talking about your relationship to someone else. What happens in the relationship should not be discussed to someone else because that cracks the door to lead to more.
Yo, that's
okay. See, and Mark, damn, I wish you was here with a good thing. Okay, so if I'm having problems in my relationship and I talk to more about it, is that cheating? Because I mean, that's kind of what your definition says.
I think he means opposite sex, but still.
Okay, same thing. If I talk to my sister about it, so I'm more in line with your definition of emotional cheating. But see, to me, emotional cheating is so hard to define. It's so hard because who don't need somebody to talk to? And sometimes it ain't your partner you want to talk to. Sometimes if you and your partner having a problem, sometimes they need to go outside to try to understand a different perspective. To see, as the phrase is, am I tripping? And you can't always ask your partner that because A, you don't think they'll give you a valid answer a lot of times, or two, you're just trying to avoid an argument, or you're trying to see if you need to correct your behavior. Because if you and your person are beefing, there ain't really a whole lot they can say to get you to see that you may be wrong because y'all already beefing. So sometimes you need to go out. And to me, the best person to ask, is the person of the same sex. I had a friend who called me. She was married, and we dated a long time ago, but we just cool as people. And she did something to her husband, and she said, "Am I wrong?" And I was like, "Yeah, you dead ass wrong for that one. That was you was over the top." And she's like, "Seriously?" I said, "Yeah." And she's like, "Damn, what should I do?" I said, "You need to apologize." And that was the end of that. I mean, there was no talk of us getting back together. She wanted an honest answer, and she wanted it from a man. So she reached out. So that's to me that's I just got an issue with that. So I can't buy into it that talking to somebody about your relationship outside of them is a bad thing. I think most healthy people talk to somebody outside the relationship. It just shouldn't, to me, it shouldn't be family. It shouldn't be your best friends. Anybody who's involved in a relationship ain't somebody who you should go to. You should go to, that's why people talk to bartenders and strangers, because they want an outside source and they want somebody who they ain't got to be judged by. Right. Family and friends make it worse. And it's only because you're forcing them to pick a side. If me and my girl are beefing and I go tell my best friend, if I tell my mom and they don't like what's happening, because this what happens more often than not. They want you to leave because they don't like what's going on. But when you make up, they still looking at your partner side eye because they know some shit that they never should have known. I don't think you should ever tell family or close friends who are involved in a relationship. See, and I ain't never met Mo, but I'm gonna put him on the close friend scale. If I had a girlfriend here, me and Mo cool, but he can't be part of our relationship because he's there. So if I want to talk to him about some things, to me, he's a fair source. Yeah, there's a time or two I had a question. I told Mo to ask Gina because I said, hey, I need a woman's perspective. So go ask Gina because I trust Mo. So I still want an outside perspective. And I actually got one friend, when I told him to ask his wife, he just put her on the phone. And we talked for like 40 minutes. There was nothing going on. If you had interest in a woman and she tells you what her problems is with her mate, you give them the blueprint to get to her and closer to get them draws. No. Man, I need for you to be here.
Oh, that's you know what that is? That's Usher. That's the Usher. You remember the Usher song?
Yeah.
That's what that is right there. What Mark just put in there.
So all right, what do you think about that part, Mo?
Yeah,
Yolanda, you want to come on? Sharonda says she's coming, but we need a woman's perspective in this. Yolanda, you want to come on?
You know, we doing a lot of speculating because so first of all, I know people at work, right? So that I don't have a blueprint to get with them. You know what I mean? I talk to them. I talk to other people, other women. I talk to them, and so I'm gonna say don't necessarily means that I have a blueprint. You still got to think about their morals. What's their morals, right? So they may be like you try something like that. They may be like, are you out of your damn mind? Are you crazy? Especially if they know your significant other or you've been friends for quite some time. You know, there's a lot of factors that get involved with this.
And sometimes, depending on what image you put out, they want to talk to somebody who they think is non-judgmental or
right
or non-predatory. Because like I said, I mean, Mark, in real life, I've had a lot of women hit me up for stuff, and that was never on the table. But they wanted information. They wanted it from a man. They wanted somebody who wasn't going to judge them. When I got questions about certain things, I got a group of women I go straight to because they'll give me the scoop. They ain't gonna give me the watered down version or none of this. They'll just tell me the truth. I mean, it's like Colette said. Sometimes women cheat simply to get back because they think their man is cheating. That's all it is, and then they live the rest of their life like nothing went wrong. That's their get back. There's no emotional connection, and it's crazy that we keep wanting to think that, but we're humans. We have sex for pleasure. Women have a spot that's only built for pleasure. It ain't built for emotional attachment. So why do we think that for them to have sex, there's got to be an emotional attachment when we know they have a body part that's built strictly for pleasure? Strictly. So much so that in other countries, they cut it off so that they can enjoy sex. Yolanda says, I talked to my boss who's a black man. I respect his opinion when I want what a man might be thinking in a scenario. And to me, that's a lot of what it is. Now, don't get it twisted. I do believe there are situations, and I saw this meme one time, there are situations where a shoulder to crown becomes a dick to ride on. I saw that and I thought it was cute. Because it does happen. We're not going to act like it doesn't. But is that the norm? And I think the older you get, the less it's the norm. When you're young, yeah, maybe. Because then you're just rambling to whoever. And yes, you should not, Mark, you should not ever have a conversation with your spouse about somebody who may be interested in you, ever. To me, that's a no-no. You're playing with fire. And especially, I know most men feel like this because most men believe that men hang around their cute girlfriends just for them to mess up and they can jump in there.
Yeah, that's what Mark just typed.
You're referring to close friends, let a person see a crack. No, but they can only go for what I let them, Mark. And the same thing. But again, sometimes you're close because people respect you and your opinion. And if you hear this, and I'm sure we've heard this, There's a lot of times when a woman will put a man in the friend zone, and that's where she will keep him forever and ever and ever. And men hate that friend zone. Because even if she's feeling, as Colette would say, like she need to get some get back from somebody, it ain't going to be with their friend in the friend zone. It's going to be with a random stranger.
Yeah, and so I take the initiative to put myself in the friend zone. That way, I ain't worried about it. You know what I'm saying? You come in at me, I already got it in my head. Look, this is a friendship. Ain't nothing more to it. You know what I mean? In a lot of cases, just as a safety precaution. I've done that.
Yeah, so it just depends. Will I say that it's never happened? Absolutely not. When I was younger, yeah, it was a thing, and that's why I say you shouldn't do it with somebody that you know there's an attraction to, and that's for the one who's doing it to say. And but to me that falls under the category that me and my woman have a friend. We both have a good close friend of the opposite sex who's never allowed to meet the other one. See, to me, that's already suspicious. There's a reason you don't want to let me meet your guy friend. We're not going for the he gay shit. I need to see him because I want to see how he looks at you. I want to see this. The same women want to see our friend girls because they want to know. And who better to know? Because they can tell when something shady is going on. I mean, I got a play sister. We hang out. She's been around everybody. She don't look at me like that. And nobody feels intimidated by her. They will say, hey, call, that's just how we are. So sometimes when I got questions, I just hit her up and say, hey, sis, did I do something wrong? And she'll give it to me straight. Good looking girl, but there's nothing between us. Now there's some I would never say anything to if I was having problems in a relationship, because, and it's probably a little bit different with men, but I think sometimes we put too much stock into men versus women. We're the same genetic makeup. We just got one extra chromosome. We're the same genetic makeup. Our minds are the same, 23. Either party can be compromised. It's up to you to self-regulate and know as best you can when somebody wants a little bit more from you than you want to give to them. And sometimes we're ignorant, which is why we need to let an outsider tell us, preferably, the person who is closest to us. Here, your mama know. Your mama know. Yo, mom, this is my friend. When she leave, boy, that is not your friend. That girl wants something. No, mom. I'm telling you, son, that girl wants something. Take heed. Take heed. Here we go. We got trouble on the set.
Hey, y'all.
What's up?
Hey.
So
hey.
It just got good and juicy. We talking about cheating, Sharonda.
Oh, come on.
Oh, that's right. Something she don't know nothing about.
I don't know nothing about that.
Nothing about, but when you stayed at Holiday Inn Express and they showed the movie, you know what I'm saying? When you was there and they showed the movie, some of the stuff you learned from that.
Mm-hmm.
And I hate you missed the beginning because Mark was on one. I'm gonna have to call him out. Mark, you was on one. First of all, what is cheating to you, Sharonda?
Nothing.
Cheating is nothing.
Nothing.
No, I mean
nothing.
What does that mean?
I don't. Well, what are you talking about? We're talking about cheating on a test, cheating on a partner.
We're talking about cheating in a relationship.
I don't believe it's a thing. I think they need to come up with a different word or something. I guess they have. I guess they're saying unfaithful, but yeah, I think cheating is a construct, and I don't believe that any one person belongs to another, even if you are married to them. So you'll never hear me say, oh my gosh, he broke my heart. He cheated on me. No, he did what he wanted to do. So.
But if we agree to be monogamous and I don't, you call it unfaithful.
Then don't agree. Yeah, just don't agree.
But let's just say we've already agreed to it.
Okay. We've agreed to it.
Right. And one of us steps outside that agreement. Is that not cheating?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you want to call it unfaithful, but we'll make them synonyms for the sake of this. Unfaithful, cheating, they're the same thing in this context. Is it only physical?
Is it only physical?
Yeah, because when you came in, we were talking about emotional cheating. And I don't like that because I'm just not it's hard to explain. And so, yeah. What's emotional cheating?
So
I think don't they say that women do the emotional cheating for the most part, I guess? Like having conversations and
what's up, Cinema?
So let me clarify DVP. This is what I think. So the emotional cheating is it's a bridge to leaving your ass. All right? Because what happens is even if they haven't had sex with anybody, that the relationship is building in an emotional way first. And then it will progress from there. So once they get in that emotional space, women don't need to have physical to already have their mind made up to I'm leaving you. They got that shit figured out way before that point. And so in the mind, they already got that figured out. So now if they're dealing with somebody else, that's the emotional piece, and then physical will happen and then they're gone. That could be the pathway and maybe a good explanation for people to understand. You buy it, you buy it, Sharonda, or no?
I understand where you're going with it. Yep, I understand.
I just wanted to make sure. Okay.
The question was, are you buying it though, Sharonda?
He's stupid.
That's the question. Are you buying it?
You ain't got to sit up the cameraman like that, man. When you ask the question.
You always got to get all close. Yeah, no, that happens.
She said, yeah,
it happens. I just don't understand why we just can't have a conversation. I don't understand it. So.
You're a different boy.
Well,
that's my only thing.
And see, based on what you had just said, Mo, even when it's just random sex, even when there's still a conversation had. I don't know too many people who just look at each other from across the room and then jump into sex. There's a conversation had regardless. So the conversation doesn't necessarily mean there's an emotional attachment. The conversation just kind of confirms a physical attachment. Even if I still Colette, and if you're here, Colette, speak for you. Speak. Even when you do it to get back because you think your guy is cheating, who's the most likely source you're gonna do it with? Is it somebody who's already in queue? Is it a random stranger? What's the parameters? I mean, what are we looking at?
All of the above.
You know,
but could it also be whatever that is? I think it's whatever that person is maybe lacking in that relationship determines if it's going to be emotional, or start off emotional or start off as physical. So if a woman isn't satisfied with her partner, but he checks all the other boxes, he's great in every other way, maybe, she's just looking now for the physical, like she just want to be ran through the mattress one good time, and that's it. Or if the sex is there and he's not showing up for her emotionally, then you start having those conversations with, other people, and then it kind of starts from there. So maybe it just depends on what that person is lacking, or what they feel as though they're lacking, rather. I don't cheat, so
yeah. So
I don't know about it.
Let me add this to
black men don't cheat. I think that's the hashtag. Not
I'm gonna be a black man today. I'm a black man today, man. I'm a black man today.
Whatever. Go ahead, Mo.
If Michelle can do it, I can do
it. Go ahead, Mo.
Nah, so I was just gonna say, I had came up with this ideology about this, and it was like, just think of it like you got two octopus, and they connected, right? They got their tentacles intertwined, and so that's the relationship, right? And so each tentacle means something. One's physical, one's sensual, another one's touch, another all the other different emotions. The way I look at it is that the relationship starts breaking apart when people start breaking those tentacles off, right? And I personally feel like with women, when they break that emotional tentacle off, it's over. The rest, it don't matter. It's done. That's not necessarily true for men, but in my opinion. But for women, when the emotional tentacle comes off, it's over, finish, fini. You know, they might even be around you in your space or whatever, but in the mind, they gone. They left the relation. They leave the relationship way before they physically leave. Men don't.
That is true.
Men don't usually do that.
Yeah, no, that is true.
I think it's a people thing. I don't think it's a woman. Women will stay in a bad relationship much longer than men do if they've checked out. Men are quick to cheat, and they'll come up with all these crazy reasons. She won't do this. She won't do this. Men were the one who came up with what you won't do another woman will. Because part of what Sharonda said is true. Lots of women can have a dude who is pretty great, but he lacks there, and they'll step out and do that. Dudes can have a woman that's great everywhere and still step out because they just want the variety of life. Oh, we supposed to spread out seeds, sow wild, whatever the crazy ass saying is, as opposed to, because they won't say, hey, I don't want to be monogamous. You don't have to be monogamous either.
So hold on. So DVP. So here's the difference. This is I think I understand. So this is the difference. The difference I feel is that there's an emotional component that the guy usually don't leverage the emotional component as much as the women do. So if you lose the women's emotional component, she's gone, brother.
She ain't gone.
She's gone. She's emotionally. If she ain't emotionally,
she done checked out. She checked out.
Gone.
She might have checked out, but she ain't gone.
That's the point, though. I'm saying, you ain't never gonna get back with that woman. You ain't never gonna get that relationship with the emotion back with that woman ever again. It's not happening.
Yeah, you're not gonna get the same person twice.
No,
I've told that to somebody before.
You might not get the same person, but is she gone?
Relative to the relationship, yeah. Relative to that relationship you had with her, it's over. In her mind, it's over. A guy will be like not even knowing and thinking that he's working on stuff, but in her mind, bye. She gone, bro.
She checked out. She checked out. Only thing she doing at this point is stacking her savings account if she's smart.
It happened to me, so I know. I've been through it.
Yeah,
I ain't saying it don't, but women have historically stayed in bad relationships, and they kept having sex with people they didn't like. Most of the women who have a side dude because their main dude ain't good in bed don't cut him off, because that means he might cut them all the way off. So they do what they got to, and then they get fulfilled over here, but they come back to where they're happy. But they still go over here to get physically fulfilled, because the guy who may be physically fulfilling or the girl who may be physically fulfilling may not match nothing mentally or nothing spiritually that they want. But for the entertainment value of it all, that's what they do. That's what they do. That's what's the oldest profession in America? Prostitution. Because why? They fulfill a physical need. And who's the biggest customer? We are. And it ain't a bunch of single men. When you get them, when you raid these places, it's always dudes with a wedding ring. It's always dudes with a wedding ring. But we'll keep trying to make it always be about women doing something. Women cheat more. Based on what? Based on what? And we'll keep blaming them. Oh, they just do it better. Based on what? Based on what?
Hey, I know what that argument is. DVP.
Most of the time, a man ain't gonna.
What's that argument?
Go ahead. Yeah.
Oh, you good, DVP? All right. So this is that argument. The argument is that a lot of men don't tap into their feeling center, as women are already there. They ain't scared of their emotions. They live their emotions, whatever. Men don't do that shit. So what happens is, because a man is in denial and he don't even know them emotions, all of a sudden they start to come up because he had them for her and she's leaving. So now the emotion is starting to come up, the real emotion is starting to come up, and you got to deal with that. You know, women already, they live in that space. A lot of them. I ain't trying to generalize. I'm just saying in general. But a lot of women live in that space. So they in touch with emotions. They know what that's all about. Dudes don't. We don't. We stupid. We don't like emotions. Get this shit away from me. You know, but so now when you somebody you cared about, whether you're in love or not, that's another thing. But somebody you cared about says, I'm done with you, I'm out. You got to process that. You got to figure it out.
Go ahead, Sharonda. Go ahead.
I just had a flashback or something. I can't tell you. I can't tell the world, but it just made me think of something somebody said to me.
Do we need to tag somebody who need to watch this show too, Sharonda? Don't say nothing. Just keep just and again, my pushback is domestic violence says it. When we look at the thing, when a man is cheated on, he loses his natural mind. So who is doing what? Because again, women will stay in a bad relationship much longer than men because they understand logic. So men will cheat and think that because they got money, whatever, they can do whatever they want to. But it's like the thing said, if women treated us like we treat them, a lot of us would break down because we can't handle the same thing. And the crazy part is, when I did 2 live shows, that same question. And I even did on my page and had people inbox me just so wouldn't nobody be offended. When I asked the women 2 simple questions. Your best lover, where is he now? Your richest lover, where is he now? Because men swear, oh, somebody did it better than me or they got most money. But most women ain't with the best or the richest because that ain't what they're looking for. They just want to be taken care of. So we put barriers up in our head and we start giving reasons. Sometimes shit never happened, but we start filling in blanks. That's why when a man find out his woman cheated, the first thing they start thinking about is all the porn star shit she did. Knowing she don't do that kind of shit, no way. But she done been with the whole neighborhood. She was hanging from the chandelier. You know she got a bad back. She can't do that shit. And hell, she 250. She can't hang from the chandelier. Stop with that shit. But they imagine all the stuff they see on Pornhub that she just did. And it's like, where'd you get that from? But you act like when we cheat on them, you don't think they do the same thing? They start having thoughts of what we did because they can't get none or they ain't getting the good shit. So it's like, you know, and it's funny. Let's go. This woman said to me, she said, the reason I got mad, because this motherfucker, he ain't giving it to me good. So how he got the nerve to give it to somebody else? Because now they're going to look at me like, this is what you taking on a regular basis. And that's what she was mad. She's like, don't be giving bad to other people.
They be embarrassing. It's embarrassing. Like, God dang.
See, that's when you still Holiday Inn Express, you start speaking on stuff that you shouldn't have said nothing to. You don't know nothing about that, Sharonda.
I'm just saying, though. I don't do it. I'm not saying that, you know, it hasn't been done to me, but you know.
Hey, DVP, just to you know, follow up what you said. Yeah, man. So that happened to me, man. I went through it. Everybody go through it, right? I had this dude. This dude had a porn star talent in my mind, and he had my girl in the figure 4, boy, doing his worst, right? So that shit was haunting me, man. I was like, yo, I'm like, it was haunting me, man. So you know, like this guy, you know, the next dude got to be this super dude. He got to be a super dude, right? And so that's what it was killing me, man. But you know, I had to get by it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to laugh.
And I say, when I talk to some, and that's all I hear, I'm like, what make you think she was doing all that? What, you know what I'm saying? What make you think, you know, from the women who said what Colette said, they did it as get back. They didn't do nothing extra. Most time it wasn't even that good. They did it for a purpose. They didn't do it for the enjoyment. They did it so they could get their get back in. They get their get back, they come back home. Because for whatever reason, they still want to be there, but there was nothing great about the experience. Nothing. Most time, remember I said like 3-4 shows ago, one night stands exist simply because women won't come back. Because most dudes don't want one night stand. When a woman has good sex, unless it's some get back sex, she'll give you some again. If it ain't good, she ain't coming back. So that's why when a dude tell you about all the one night stands he had, women don't click because he already telling them you ain't no good. You ain't got no repeat customers, player. You ain't got no. You might trick them the first time, but ain't no. Once they get their first time, they're not even giving you a second chance to make up for it. And I was like, you know, I heard too many women say this, even though, you know, oh, she just couldn't handle it. No, she didn't want to handle it no more. It was garbage, player. It was garbage.
Trash.
And so this is,
Toby.
you know, it's a good example of everything we're talking about. I know I ain't, you know, I didn't get too deep into it, but I know enough to be dangerous. And that was the Jada and Will situation. You know, you kept hearing Jada say what? I just wanted to feel good.
Oh.
That means a lot. That means a whole bunch. When a woman says that, it means a whole bunch. A dude, I just want to feel good. That okay, I just need to, you know, do this and then take a nap. I feel good, or eat a good meal and take a nap. I feel good. But when a woman says that, it's a bunch associated with that feel good.
Is it?
Yeah, it's loaded.
But
yeah,
isn't that,
it can be loaded.
But right, but it doesn't mean he bad a bit. He could be. Sometimes we get into the monotony rut. Sometimes she want to be held. No matter who the sex is, we all want to be lusted out there at some point. And sometimes when there's a continuous thing going, it's like you and me been having sex so long, we know each other's moves. There's no spark to it. So sometimes it's just as simple as that. And they go do it and they come back. And we gotta get around those things, because, you know, again, it's something that everybody's scared to talk about. Everybody's scared to. I think men are the worst at it. Men are scared to role play. Women love role playing. And as soon as they role play, you know what dudes say? Where you learn that at? Because we can't enjoy the moment. We got to figure out what she learned.
Can't enjoy the moment. You got to know where she learned it from.
As opposed to appreciating it. And it's like, dude, come on. Because, you know, we got our two moves that we've been doing since forever that don't nobody like, and we don't want to change it. I ain't had no complaints. Right. Everybody keep leaving, so they don't complain. It's what black people do. They don't complain. Hold on. Let me see what they're saying.
Mark's stupid.
I love him talking a lot of trash.
Mark talking about?
Oh, you don't want to know.
Let me see. They aren't better. Men stuck to the rules of the connection. No, they didn't. Women catch feelings and want to be known, so they go outside.
No. Men catch feelings too now. Men catch feelings. I swear they do. I had one crash out on me. They catch feelings, honey.
But when women catch feelings, Mark, and I'm telling you now, it's because, and I'm gonna stick to this. We lie to them. See, we think she don't give us. We honest. If I tell somebody she's the only one, that's her expectation. Women can make choices. If she knows she's one of, I guarantee she don't do that. But men love to say, "Oh, I'm leaving." So the woman believes that, and then she see y'all in public acting like everything okay. And remember, this is a new phenomenon, because our grandparents and great grandparents got away with this because everybody knew their role. But when you start saying, "Hey, I'm finna leave," and you give her hope to moving up to the number one spot, that's on us. We lie first. Because, boy, I can tell you this from my experience. Women don't tell you they're finna leave their husband. They'll tell you what's up. They'll just say, "Hey, it ain't that good. I need this. Can you handle this?" You say yes or no. Because they'll tell you, if you start catching feelings, they will disconnect. They will disconnect with the quickness. Dudes ain't finna disconnect. Because, okay, to be honest, a lot of men cheat excessive because they can't put it down at home. Whew. Men can't handle it. Everyone has one night.
I think some men cheat, are habitual cheaters, because they want a man and they're scared to just go after what they really want.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
Let's see, what's the next comment? Because I don't even know what to say to that one. Hey. Everyone has one night stand. Everybody might have had one night stand, Mark, but if you keep having them, that's indicative of you. I can honestly say, during my time at Backstage, I thought a lot of things were going to be one night stands. And, you know, because I'm at a club. Some of these women come from out of town, because I understand the situation. When women come from out of town, when you know, what happens in Vegas, stay at Vegas. What happened at Backstage, stay at Backstage. But damn, 3 months later, this woman come again. And I'm like, she's like, "Oh, you still here?" I'm like, "Yeah." She said, "Can we do it?" So some of them are situational, and they don't become one night stands if the woman enjoys it. They become one night stands because they don't want us back. Very few of us would turn a woman down a second time. Very few of us.
So what is it called when you have a one night stand? It's great, right?
It's called a great one night stand.
Yeah, but what happens when they call back and want to go for another round or so, but no, sometimes you got to leave it at that, at the one night, even though it was great, right?
Right, because and that's why I keep saying women will do it for practical reasons. There's no emotional attachment for most of them. They're doing it for either the get back, because they're on a girl's trip or whatever, and they friend their interstellar.
I don't know about the girl's trip.
But I'm saying they're doing it for whatever Stella was on, but they're doing it for the interstellar, but they don't want nothing because they still happy at home. And I hate to use this example. No matter what your favorite restaurant is, every now and then you want to go somewhere else and eat. And it has nothing to do, your favorite restaurant is still your favorite restaurant. But to enjoy your favorite restaurant all the time, one of my mom's boyfriend told me this. He said he got caught cheating. And I was 12 or 13. He trying to explain to me. He said, son, to enjoy steak, you need to eat bologna sometimes. And I never understood it till I got older. Steak every day becomes bologna. Until you eat bologna, then the steak get an upgrade. So sometimes men do it just for that. It don't make sense. But you go get something different. Hell, women have done the same thing. They think what they got at home ain't no good till they go somewhere and again, they like, oh shit, let me go back to where I came from because this is crap. Kind of like the dating pool now. It ain't full of piss, it's full of boo.
You gotta try it though, right? You gotta see it.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Just to know.
And then when you do it, you're like, man, this ain't it. Mark says a nut is a nut. Women don't care. Mark,
yes, they do.
And you know, Mark, I hate to jump on you when you ain't here, but Mark, let me just say this. We're gonna change subjects in a minute. We're gonna have to talk about something else. We say this, but the facts say that only a few women are nutting off straight intercourse. So a lot of them claim that, a lot of them said they ain't getting nuts. A lot of them have said they didn't even start enjoying sex to their mid-30s. So is it that? Is it really the nut? Or is it just what we say? Because again, we keep wanting to make excuses for them. Because I would say your statement is strictly a man statement. Men don't care. They just want to get it in. They don't care. They way less picky. The women who I know have cheated have been way more picky about who they cheated with just in case something went wrong. Dude, they don't care. Tax return, place to sleep, they don't care. Let's see what else we got here.
So hold on. I'm gonna put Sean on the spot. I don't know if you're gonna answer.
Colette, I sent you a link, so just check your inbox.
You game, Char?
I'm game.
All right. So the question is this, because this is associated with what DVP just said. The question is this: out of it, you're with somebody, and let's say out of 10 times you have relations with this person, and they ask you, how was it? Out of those 10 times, how many of them do you have to fabricate the answer?
First of all, don't ever ask me how it was. Don't ever ask me how it was, because like the proof is in the pudding, okay?
Right. If you sleep and slob is coming out your mouth, it was good.
It was good. If I don't get up out the bed and I lay there for a while,
legs shaking, it was good.
Right. Okay, if I'm like, hey, move over, like I don't want to sleep in a wet spot.
It was good.
So it's like, don't ask me if it was good, because you should know.
Got you.
You should know. However, correct. But if it's not good, especially if it's not good like the first 2 times. The first time, if I almost think I like you, it'll be a second. But if the first time is bad and like you might not have no good job, or you like, I don't like what you got on or something, it might be something else, then it ain't gonna be another time. You get one and done. And it don't even count. Okay. I don't even count that. I don't even count it. Mm-mm.
All right. So now we got Colette done joined us. So we got another woman on the show, and she from New York, so she bringing some heat. She like, I gotta get on. She wasn't even gonna cut her camera on at first now. So now Mark, you got her. And let me just say this. See, Mark, you just went against your own argument. Mark said, stop making excuses. Women fuck because they want to. So you can't say it's emotional then. They do it because they want to, and that's all I said. We can't keep saying they're doing it for emotional reasons. Sex is an enjoyable thing. Yeah. We do it for the enjoyment. We're the only creatures built for that. So yeah, I do believe it. Mo trying to get somebody's head knocked in between the washroom and the
Hey, everybody, hey, all the dudes watching the show gonna go home and be like, I gotta put it down, boy. I seen this show. I need to make sure I'm putting it work.
But that should be our mentality 95% of the time anyway.
Right.
Because we know that when you do it right, to me, asking is the dumbest question going. When you do it right, you know, there's nothing to ask. When yo wake up in the morning, she got breakfast ready, you did something, player. When she wouldn't sleep in that wet spot, you did something, player. When she gets you up and make you move or something, chances are you're not coming back. So, when she get up and she give you clothes, don't ask what's good. She already told you. What's up, Colette? You back with us?
I'm back. Can you hear me?
No, we can't. Yeah, we can see you. We can't see you, Char. What you got for us, Colette?
You can hear me?
Yeah,
we can hear you.
Okay, I feel like Mark is so totally wrong. When it comes to cheating, I'm going to look at my perspective. I'm going to give you my story. I moved down to Georgia, married, husband. Figured, okay, we're going to, be a power team. We're going to do what we need to do. And not even 6 months into being down here, he starts to cheat. Who the hell has time for that? I'm a very independent woman. I don't need the bull crap. He wants to go out there and do what he want to do. You go ahead and do it. Now, get back. Yeah, it's easy to get back. Because what men fail to realize, that we are women. And women have a special talent. I don't care what anybody on here says. We know how to lay it down. Y'all think y'all know how to lay it down, but you don't. I'm just saying. My thing is, when it comes to cheating, it's wrong, especially when you're in a relationship. If you're married, there should be no cheating. When you took vows, it was till death do us part. Say what you want. Now, if you want to cheat, you stay single, you do what you want. I went to my husband, I said to him, oh, so I could show you better than I could tell you. So since you want to be out there, you want to do you, let's have an open relationship. You know what I got? Crickets.
Yep.
Because I feel like if you want to go out there and do it, I can show you how it could be done.
Indeed.
But he ain't want to do it. He still wants to go out there and do what he wants to do. And you know what Colette did? Colette said, it's time to end this. Because it's not worth it. I'm not running behind no man that's running behind a whole bunch of different women. It makes no sense.
Can I ask a question? Let me ask a question. Colette, how old was your man?
How old was he when this happened?
Yeah, what was his age?
49.
I understand everything I need to know. Okay.
And what is that?
We'll talk later.
Because he's not 21, 22, 23, where he need to be sowing raw oats. When you got married, that should have been done.
All right. I'll explain it. Well, I'll tell you just from my perspective.
Okay.
And DVP, you can confirm or deny.
I'm not getting that conversation, bro. I'm gonna let her jump you on her own.
No. It ain't gonna be none of that. I'm just trying to explain something. So there's a point. I'm older. I'm way older than that. But there's a point where men have to experience a certain thing, and it's that there's a point where they get afraid and scared that it's over. There's a point where you just think, okay, sexual prowess is over. It's gonna be over. So you know what? You know what you're doing? You turn into a damn chipmunk and you start storing up nuts. That's you going out here wilding out, trying to get everything you can get. And whether right or wrong, I think all men go through that. It's up to them though to control it and figure it out. So I think that might have something to do with it.
Mignon says
wrong answer.
And women don't I think anybody who's in a real relationship is gonna hit a moment of staleness. How you deal with that is through conversation. Because again, if we together 5, 10, 15 years, we do know each other's routine. So at some point we need to do something, different. But who's afraid to have the conversation? And if you don't have the conversation, you can't keep thinking the same thing because I think men and women both, because we're still the same animal. Everybody knows there's gonna be some times that's just okay. When okay becomes the norm is when it becomes a problem.
Yeah.
Okay can't become the norm. You know what I'm saying? Women don't want their back broke out all the time, and guys don't need to do this. But every now and then, you know what I'm saying? We gotta, and to me, the thing is quality over quantity. Don't be trying to get it every day if bad is the norm. Hey, save it up for once or twice a week because you can't handle when you get to time, 1.5, you're struggling, player. And so now you making her because women have notoriously underrated the importance of sex in a relationship. And again, I think it's because our fragile male ego. So they don't put it on the top tier until it's missing. And then they start missing it because they want it, because they thought, as Sharon said earlier, oh, he's a great guy. He's an okay guy. Because sex, till you hit a certain age, is not an accessory. It's sex is cured. Many an argument is cured. Many an attitude. Good sex. Let me phrase that. But nobody wants to have a conversation when we're getting into a rut. When Colette got to say, listen, don't do that left breast, right cheek, kiss this cheek, stick in. 3 minutes later, we back watching the same. Hey, bro, I need you to do something different. You know what I'm saying? Breast cheek. Quit doing breast, cheek. I know what you're gonna do. I know she already turned. Looking at her watch, it's like, hey, you got 42 more seconds. She's gonna get tired of that shit. She's gonna be like, oh, here we go with this. Then, oh, she turning me down. Well, it ain't that she turning you down. You're just wasting the time. And we don't like to accept that. So who does what? Now I want to be an acrobat in the bed for 35.5 seconds. Listening to the women, if stamina is the issue already, they finna do less shit with you because Sharonda don't want to mess up her hair. Colette don't want to be late for work for this bullshit. So hey, bro, you ain't I'm not even gonna give up my sleep for this. But how was it? What? Stop playing. But here we go. So who starts to cheat? Who starts to look outside? Have a conversation. If we know it ain't working, have a conversation. I mean, that's why they got all these poly relationships, all these swingers. Hey, we can do this together or whatever it takes, but at some point we have got to have a conversation. We can't keep just acting like something ain't gonna happen. We can't just what's up, Cheyenne? We can't keep acting like it's gonna get better if nobody's doing anything. So now the men got the pill. Okay. So now you got a little bit of standard, but you're still doing the same 1, 2, 3, 4 move. Bro, go watch a porn scene and let's try something different. And I tell people, hey man, find your favorite porn scene, let her find one, you find one, and y'all try this shit. Just do something different. Cause it's like Cash Money says, since the 99 to 2000, we're doing the same thing. Everybody getting tired. So when it comes to routine. So what now?
It becomes routine.
Right. And don't nobody want the routine on a regular basis. Like I said, it's okay sometimes. But damn, this is all we doing. This is it. I ain't even gonna take my socks off. Like, I already know what's up. You sitting there trying to get something, she eating a sandwich because she know what's up. So when the cheating occurs, it's just about communication. And you can't be scared to have communication with your partner because you're scared they're gonna tell you the truth. Sharonda, was it good, baby? And Sharonda give me that face. I'm like, Sharonda gonna be like, I want a DVP suicidal. So she gonna say, baby, it wasn't that bad. We could work on. Ain't nobody else never complain. You mean the other people that ain't in line for this bad shit? Them people,
You're embarrassing me. I mean, God.
So when they step out and we get offended, Mo, as you already said, we imagine all this other shit. But a lot of it is on us. And when women cheat, women are independent now. It's not frowned upon no more. Mm-mm. So if they want, and you don't want to do it, they like you. They like everything except this one little thing. Everything else. What you gonna do? Have a conversation. Hey, maybe we gotta do to add a little spice out. Like, tell them about a wig. Like I said, fellas, when we sitting around talking, fellas don't want to role play.
Yeah.
Go to a bar, pick up, do something to bring the spark back. Not just wait for her to get in the bed, and then y'all already start from the naked position. Kiss, kissy, sticky, night. If the kisses last longer than it's sticky, you got a problem. Don't ask her what it's like. You were there. You know. If she don't look you in the eyes, she don't put her arms around you. The only noise she makes is a yawn. Fellas, you know what that means. It don't mean she tired. It means stop.
She's bored.
When they say
you gotta be
say hurry up, then you already know what it means. You already know what it means.
You gotta be Jodeci.
I ain't gotta tell you to hurry up. I know how to make you hurry up.
And I think and then one of the things is guys don't know how to be silly putty. You know what I'm saying? Shape me how you want me to shape. How you want it. Tell me how you want it. They just go in and I know what to do. I'm here. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. Like you said, routine, right? And it's like you got to plan better than that, man. You got to plan better than that.
And the thing is, ladies, I'm gonna put y'all on the spot. So I know y'all. I know y'all good Christians, and y'all don't know that about what I'm talking about. But if you just had a touch of a wild side, how many guys ask you how to please you, or they take their time and try to learn you? Cheyenne, Cinnamon, Mignon, Colette Shaw, who else is here? How many? Because we always swear we know what we're doing.
Facts.
But how many guys have you, I know ain't nobody slept with more than two people. So between them two people that y'all slept with, how many of them were concerned really about making you feel good first?
Well, you know what? I appreciate it more when not necessarily him asking, but the response. So if your body reacts a certain way to a certain touch or movement, and he picks up on that, that right there lets me know he's a little bit more intentional and cares. But if he's just jackrabbit and you're like, oh my gosh, what the hell? And he's not picking up that intensity, he's not picking all that up, and that is a red flag for me. But you do have some men, or women or whatever, who can feel what their partner is, if they're liking it, if they're into it, because you can feel all of that. I mean, I don't have a penis, but I'm certain that you can feel if she's enjoying it. And you continue to do those things instead of stopping or instead of speeding up and slowing down. Like you just respond to your partner.
So Mignon put 0 twice. I'm just, now she put 1. Okay. Put it twice because you put 0. Yolanda had 1. Cinnamon, she ain't putting in. She just said she initiated those conversations, so they clear from the beginning. Because Cinnamon said she come with she come with get out, kick out thing. You know what I'm saying? She got the marshal right there ready to boot you out if you don't do the right thing. But I mean, and it's one of the things that I don't know, ladies, as they get older, do they get better at participating, making it a group effort, or do they become more selfish?
No, I think a lot of times people, especially if you had a lot of partners, you might use this one move on everybody, but on that one other person, he may not like that. So you gotta, again, it's no cookie cutter. You gotta be able to adapt to your partner and again see what they like or what they dislike. Because what I might like, another woman may hate it. And so he's never done it with her. But I'm like, okay, well, I might like this, So you got to be able to adapt. Yeah.
And see, that's the universal thing where we're all the same people, because girls do the same thing. All the other guys like, well, go back to them. That's what I like. And it's like, who takes the time to learn each other? Do you just keep doing what you did that got you fired?
You got to take the time to learn each other. You do.
Ask questions, do some touching, I always say, man, fellas, when in doubt, I'm going to give y'all a cheat code. When in doubt, touch her wrist. Women can pick a lot of things, but they can't make their pulse beat faster. If her pulse ain't doing shit, you ain't eating. You ain't eating. Just touch it. Just touch it. That's all. Don't pay attention to her breathing. She'll fake that. Porn star sound, don't touch the pulse. That's all. That's all. And I seen this at the Holiday Inn Express last night, so I'm reading. I know. When in doubt, if you can't find that, that's the back of her knee. She got a pulse right at that little spot where the little tendon is. But check the pulse. That's all I'm gonna tell y'all, fellas. If you care, if you want to get an invite back, get that pulse, get that heart rate up. Get that heart rate up. Don't pay attention to nothing she's saying. She'll lie to you, except for Sharon. Hell, Colette ain't either. Ain't nobody gonna lie now. They too old to lie. They too old to lie now. But fellas, when you get older, just check and see. And find out if you need to pick up a different skill set. As we get old, go on and sign up for the OJT program. Because according to these ladies, they will give you some clues as to how to make it better, because they ain't got time. Cheyenne said she could have had a V8. So Cheyenne, I know that means you our age. If you talking about the V8, cool, that's the old commercial. The old commercial. So, man, y'all killing me. Y'all killing. It's man, how we spend so long on it, and Mark ain't even here to defend itself. Where he go? All right, since I got the ladies on here, I got a bunch on today. I got a question about dating. I got a question. I've seen so many women say they want a man to plan a date. Plan a date and do this, plan a date and do this. And I've always had a problem with that, because if I don't know what you like, if my date is Netflix and chill, but you want to go out, you didn't want to participate in the date making process, you just want me to do it. How do we make that happen? And I hate when women don't want to participate. It's a date. You should tell me. If you can't tell me what you like, because my question is, I'd rather know what you don't like, so I can know to exclude these things. But some women like dressing up and getting all pretty, and then we going through an axe throwing thing. She got her nice dress on, because I ain't gonna tell her because it's a surprise. And here she come with her occupied dress, and we at the little place throwing axes and shit. Everybody else got on sneakers and Timberlands. but when these women keep saying, just surprise me, is that really what you want?
Yes, it is. But okay, there's things you can still ask. So someone once asked me out on a date, right? And I said, okay, cool, yeah. So then they came back and they asked me what was my favorite dessert. I told them my top 3. What was my favorite foods? Now this part was funny, because this is where communication come in. So I'm thinking out, like, what are my favorite foods? I like tacos. I like wings. I like fried fish. So he come back and say, oh, damn, I might need to just take you to JJ's. And I thought that was hilarious. Okay? Because I hate JJ's, okay? Don't give me that sprinkled mess. But it made me think a little bit more, like, okay, I love a good bone-in ribeye. And so now he's like, okay, you talking my language now. So that's where that communication comes in. So wherever, we go, you take me, I'm really okay with it. But if I ask you, okay, what do I need to wear? So a lot of times women will ask, if we don't know where we're going, what do I need to wear? And then that's your opportunity to make sure I don't have on stilettos at the axe throwing place. Even if we go there afterwards, say, hey, bring another pair of shoes or something like that. Pack your whole bag or something. You know what I'm saying?
What you got, Colette? You over there smiling, looking guilty, shit.
No, I agree with her. It's like, if you're going to ask a woman out on a date, yes, there should be communication. You should know where you're going. You should, as a woman, say, well, listen, is it going to be formal? Is it going to be laid back? So that way you pretty much know how you should dress. And just don't take me to McDonald's. I could take myself to McDonald's. And for me, I don't have a problem doing the first date home, but I don't want to do a first date home. My thing is, we got time for that. I feel like you want to get to know me. Let's go out somewhere where we can sit down, we can relax, nice music. I don't want to be in your house, because today's men, the house means bedroom, and I ain't going to nobody's bedroom on the first date. So my thing is, call me sedity, call me stuck up. You gonna take me out, you gonna find me and dine me.
Yeah, no, I don't think that's sedity and stuck up. I think, you need a neutral location. When you first start dating, you should always have neutral location. That's
Yeah, you don't want the person to feel like it's sex on the brain. First thing that's coming out. I met this one guy, little story. He says to me, oh, I think you're really attractive. I would like to get to know you. I said, all right, cool. He's talking about sexual positions and all the stuff he wants to do. So I said, whoa, let me slow you down. One thing you're not going to do is get me in a situation where you think that's going to happen. So I had to let him know, listen, I'm a grown woman. I'm not looking to sleep with you on the first date. And if that's what you want to do, after we get off this phone, you don't ever have to call me back again. Because I feel like it's such a turnoff when you meet somebody and the first thing I hate is a dick flick. They quick to send you a penis picture. I didn't tell you I wanted a penis picture. So my thing is, let's be adults about it. Let's get to know each other first before you start sending these provocative pictures and talking about stuff that we should leave for later on in the process. I feel like when you first meet somebody, get to know the person, know their likes, their dislikes. They get to know your likes and dislikes. Not the first thing you talk about is sex, 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 sex. That's a total turn off for me.
Yeah, yeah. I told this story on another show, but I'll tell it again. Shar coming back. I want to tell her when she was here. Go ahead, DVP. I'll do something else. I'll wait till she come back. I want to tell her when she come back.
Oh, hold on. Me, says I got one better, Colette. I was asked for lunch. We went to dinner, and before I could sit down, his hand was down my shirt.
Oh, Lord. That's assault, man. You can't.
But and that sucks. But that's why, like I said, I was in a women's group and they were talking. And it was like, so I traveled. So let's just say I'm in New York and I'm gonna meet one of these. And it's like, why should I plan it? If I'm coming to New York, can't you plan? I want a man to plan a day. It's like, why? If I'm doing all this, you can't help in the process, because to me that's kind of crazy, because you don't know what my idea of a date is. I don't know what your idea. Because to me, it should be in a neutral spot. I don't care how grown we are, it should be in a neutral spot. Now, if somewhere in the grown phase we decide to go somewhere, but I don't really want to go over your house because I don't know you enough to trust you. You might have some folk over there that set me up. I'm a cop. I'm suspicious of everybody. Hey, when I go to the hotel, I need a door stopper because we blocking all this shit. Cause just, you can't, when you get up and go to the bathroom, I got to wake up because I want to make sure you don't go to the front door and unlock it. Everybody need to be in a neutral spot. But I just want some help. I want help planning the date. Like I said, at least tell me what you don't like so we can go there.
I feel like you should just be straight up about it. When you meet a person, listen, let's go out. Let's go grab something to eat. What do you like? What's your likes? What's your dislikes? What do you like to eat? Okay, I'm from New York. You're not. So why don't you decide where we should go? Because you know your city better than I do. Right. All these things need to be discussed before the actual date.
And go ahead. I'm sorry, Mo.
Oh, no, that's okay. I was just going to share this because that don't change when you're married. Because I'm married, and this is my process. I pick 3 places, and I say, hey, I'm good with all 3 of these. Which one you want to go to? And that's it. I leave it like that because I tried the one place, and then, no, I don't think I feel like that, and then go get another one. So I just let me just pick 3 of them, throw them on the table, say, you like any of these? And then, we can kind of converge onto the place that we want to go. That seemed to be the easiest way.
Makes sense.
And the thing is, when you're in that situation, you can pick one because at least you know a little bit more about it. And I'm good once you're in a relationship. Once we know each other, it's good that you can pick some spots. But in the beginning, that's where the help is needed, because there's certain places I don't want to go. It's like Sharonda said, she gave a guy all the things she liked. In his mind, it was JJ's. She had JJ's, but it met what she said. And this conversation needs to be had with a real specificity, because you can't just make random things. I'm a simple guy. I like hamburgers. I went to a place where they got $20 hamburgers. So I can't eat $20 hamburgers. I'm panicking. I don't want to $20 for a hamburger. You got to be shitting me. I'm from the hood. For $20, I could eat all week. But they were trying to show me something impressive. Well, I'm not impressed. I'm a little nervous. And the whole dress thing is crazy because, again, I work at clubs. I would see women come dressed like they're going out with an adult, and I would see the guy like he dressed to go play basketball. And it's like, how does this thing mix? That's crazy, man. Yonder, he put his hand down and showed at the diner. Good Lord, what was it called? Titties or Us? I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that, but that is insane. And insane. But that question needs to be, that conversation needs to be had. And like I say, it's how we're doing this. So when we start the dating process, texting versus talking. This has come up. I see it all the time. One group hates texting, another group hates talking, talking. I like to talk. Well, everybody kind of work. So if you're working, ain't talking a little bit hard, unless you dating a coworker and y'all work the same times and y'all can do this. Because I hate to say, oh, don't text me. But then when you call, you get sent a voicemail.
Come back
So
with
how does that work? Texting or talking, ladies? Mo, ain't it crazy? We the minority because Mark out doing some old car stealing shit.
He went to get batteries for the watch, man, for the clock.
For that clock.
Yeah.
And Joe is harassing me on my phone. So, ladies, what texting or talking? Why not?
I believe texting and talking has its own special time and place. There's times that you will be able to text, but there's also times that you should speak, because there's been times that you can send a text and the person can misconstrue the text. It could be there's no feeling, you can't make out what the person is trying to say. So you might take it as an insult where they say, oh, well, let me take for instance, met someone, they said to me, oh, let's hang out. I go, okay, cool. Then I don't get an answer back. I get it. So what I do is I text, oh, you go ahead and have yourself a good day. And the response was, oh, I had something to do. I was going to text you a little later, but you threw me away so fast. So in a situation like that, I think it should have been better actually speaking to each other on the phone where you could understand each other better, because sometimes a text kind of sends the wrong message. So it depends. I feel like they're both effective, but you have to know when to do either or.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Texting seems impersonal to me all the time at Colette. That's true.
So
Go ahead, Mo.
No, I didn't want to get Char. You going next or?
Go ahead.
Okay, so
I don't want you to forget it.
Yeah, thank you. I wrote it down. I got a paper and pen right here, boy. I don't miss a lick now. I wrote it down right here. So the texting can be tricky too. I'll tell you why. Because so one day I was just texting with my brother, and he sent me an email. I sent him an email, and he said he didn't get it, and so I sent it again. Then I sent him a text, and I said I resent what you wanted, and resent and resent are the same fucking letter. So he was like, he was shook, man. He was like, "What I do?" He called me up. He said, "What I do? What I do?" I said, "What you talking about?" He said, I got your text, man." I said, "No, I just resent the thing again." He said, "Oh, I thought you said you resent me." And I was like, "No, it's not that." So that texting crap, no. Plus, you know what? I got a thing with voice tone. I need to hear your voice, man. Because if you got one of them nasally, high-ass voices, I can't mess with you, man. I can't do it. It's not happening. And I need to hear your in your voice tone, mannerisms come out, all kind of stuff. So I need to hear that. So nah, texting ain't gonna work, bro.
And see, I prefer texting because I don't want to hear your fucking tone. Because you know what I'm saying? That's where the argument starts, because you say something and it's like, hold on, did you put inflection on that word? Like, you really? We finna be able to see, texting ain't got no, so I can read it with neutrality. I can read, because when you can't and seriously, because most of the work I do is around other people, I hate people call me and want to talk. Unless it's emergency, we can't talk, but I can text you. So to me, you got to know what your partner does and doesn't do, because people will swear, I want to talk. But when I call you at work, you don't want to talk. But when you at work, I ain't at work. So I got plenty of time to talk, but now you can't talk. So now you want to talk when you get off, but I'm at work now. So it's like, we got to find a happy medium somewhere where we can do this, or we got to set up talk times, because, we need to talk. Well, when? Well, how about Thursday? Well, Thursday's a long day for me. How about Friday? Well, Friday's a long day for me. well, shit, when we gonna do this? And it's one of the things that you got to make time. Let's see, which will lead us into the next. But you got to make this time, and it takes two to make this because unless we're on the same schedule, it ain't gonna never be convenient for both. It ain't gonna randomly be convenient for both of us at the same time. We got to kind of discuss this. I mean, sometimes it's almost like planning a date. What's good for one ain't always good for the other one because, hey, I want to do something this Thursday, but you're out of town or you're doing this or you already got Thursday planned. Okay, well, what are you doing Saturday? Well, I got to do the Saturday. So sometimes things are just hard to manage randomly. You got to plan it. So it's crazy because I swear I hate doing this. But we got to plan a date. Let's see, the day is the 8th. We got to plan a date for the 22nd. See, there's too many things that can go wrong between now and the 22nd may come and I may have to work. I want to do it we need to plan this within 24 hours. But when I hear people say it, and it's mostly women, don't keep texting me. I need to hear your voice. Well, you don't want to hear my voice at work because I'm already fussing at other people. Listen, Cinnamon, you could have, you know what I'm saying? That's why you lost your Spice Girl. Why? Me being antisocial has nothing to do with nothing. I'm trying to be a better person. That's why I stay at the Holiday Inn Express so I can watch these videos and learn shit. Don't smile into that camera. They don't want y'all. They don't want y'all. So, but what is it? So, making time for things you want to do. Making time. I'm gonna pick on Sharonda because I know what she do. Sharonda is a fugitive like 25 days out the month. So if Sharonda likes a guy, how's she gonna make time to date him? He gonna have to go to another country, get confronted by ICE, pass all the background checks, and then go through Sharonda security. And he got to eat Whopper first because if he allergic to Whoppers, she ain't going out with him because it's against her business. It's against her business practice. So people say you make time for things that you want, and I always say you're right because everybody want to pay rent. So yeah, we make time for work. You fall third or fourth to that, but it's like, oh, she won't make time for this. Or I won't say, well, you got to make time for this. Well, I got to pay these bills first and second. Then we can talk. So,
or you can just meet me in Vancouver.
Right.
Meet me wherever.
You got to go through ICE and the Burger King squad to get to you. So, but when people say that, it's like, except for Mo, Colette, you got kids. Sharonda got kids. We want to do shit with our kids all the time, but sometimes we have to miss events, and there ain't many times that we don't want to do something. So if I got to miss shit for my kids, I will miss something with you too. He needs to be passport ready. Oh, and he need to have all his documentation and his shots.
All of it.
So, but it's when I see these things, it's like this is. I put it in the same context of people who say money ain't everything. You say that shit when you ain't got none, because money is everything. I don't care what you say. Time management ain't as easy as people make it out to be unless you're jobless. Because when you got a job, sometimes your time ain't your time. If you got a good job, when your job call, I'm sure Sharonda would prefer to be at home sometimes. They say, hey, Sharonda, you got to go here. And Sharonda like, I don't feel like it. And they send somebody else. Mark, see, that's when the door open. Now
Sharonda would never say.
Step in there.
That's right.
I got a phone call. I got a phone call one morning from a client. He said, hey, man, I need you to go to North Carolina. My son got locked up. It's 2 a.m. I said, I don't want to go, He said, I'll give you $5,000. My black ass got up. The girl I'm with saying, do you have to go? He just offered me $5,000.
No, but you do.
I don't even understand. Well, you thought what? I was going to turn down $5,000 to just lay in the bed?
No. I'd be like, baby, what are you talking about? What do you mean you don't want to go? Let's go. I drive the first 2 hours. You got the last. Like, come on.
But she took She took it personal that I wanted the lady to go make this. But some people don't make $5,000 in a month. He finna pay me $5,000 to go get his son out of jail and bring him back.
Yeah.
You think I'm gonna say no because I want? And I enjoy you. I like you a whole lot. My like for you and $5,000 for less than 24 hours of work, they're not. What's the song say?
It's not equivalent.
They're not the same.
But you said something too that she took it personal, and my number one is up there. You don't take things personal. That gets you messed up more times than not. Never take things personal. I tell all my girlfriends this. If somebody do something, don't take it personal.
Especially when I got nothing to do with you.
It ain't got nothing to do with you. Stop taking it personal.
And that's
Oh no, I was just gonna say the whole thing with that though. So that's a red flag because that whole thought process is irrational. This man working, trying to make money, and you're gonna equate that, you're gonna compare that with the time you want from him and make him try to make a decision on whether you're more important or the job is more important and his money and livelihood is more important or you're more important. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna qualify it. It would have been ridiculous had he just asked me to do it on the string. But when he said he was sending me $5,000 to do it, to me the conversation was over with.
Yeah.
It was 2:00 in the morning. He was paying me an inconvenience tax. He was paying more than I would have asked for. But for $5,000, what are we talking about? Like someone said, you should have been a call for me, or you should have been like, hey, baby, you need something to eat. You want me to ride with you or something? Because with $5,000, we can do something later on. It's like, but you know, when people start talking about the whole time management thing and where this person is and where this person is or how we gonna do this, sometimes business takes over. I said, I know many a parent who has had to miss an event because it was either a job or go celebrate with your child. That's a tough decision for a lot of people. But at the end of the day, 9 times out of 10, the job is gonna win. Your kid's gonna stand because, hey, this job paid for you to do this. This job paid for you to do AAU. This job paid for your senior trip. This job, so we're gonna keep this job. I hate that I missed your little world championship game. Hopefully somebody can be there and video it. But if I come to that one event, I'm gonna be unemployed. What's up, Varsay? And it's like people, men and women both, act like they don't want to understand. I thought I was supposed to be the priority.
Yeah, so
you know, it's a red flag for me when I'm laying in the bed with somebody and they talking about they don't feel like going to work. That pissed me off. That pissed me off so bad. I don't know why it gets under my skin.
So
but if we lay
and they want you to sleep in the wet spot.
And morning come, or it's about an hour or two before your shift start or whatever you got going on, and you look at me talking about so you don't feel like going to work. Nigga, if you don't get your ass up, maybe that was the word.
Yeah.
She should have been the first one in the car, like somebody said.
Yeah, I mean, once you hear the conversation and know what I got to do, I don't understand what are we talking about. I'm thinking, you should have been trying to get some clothes out for me to get ready because now I got to do all this. You hearing the conversation? I'm just and you even hear a dollar amount. And I say, come on now. I know some of y'all listening this, y'all can't relate this. Yeah, most people don't make $5,000 in a month. So for somebody to offer you $5,000 for less than 24 hours working, I'm sitting here, I wouldn't have gave shit if I was tired. If I'd have had a broke leg, I'd have still found a way to get. Baby, you drive and we get down. I'm gonna go get him.
I would have drove.
Right, but it's like for that to be a question and we're gonna fight about this. I'm prioritizing you behind work, and I'm like, well, you might be right on this one. You might be right because work pay the bills, and that's like when and I hate to do this because it's sexist. If a woman is working, and I'm gonna use Char because she's here. And I want Char's time, but she said I got to go to work. I need to find out how much she works so I can price her out. Well, I'll give you this so you ain't got to work today. And then she ain't got no excuses. But if you, fellas, when you think she worked too much, you got to take her out of that if that's what you want. The whole I shouldn't have to pay for a babysitter. Well, if she ain't got no babysitter on night you want to do something, how bad do you want to do it? Oh, she should find a babysitter. Well, she already told her she ain't want to go, but you want to go. She ain't finna pay for a babysitter for this because whatever you want to do ain't that important. But if it's that important to you, then you got to find a babysitter. You better get in good with moms or auntie and sweet talk somebody. We don't want to put forth that effort for something that we deem to be important. Because I'm gonna give y'all another cheat code, fellas. You get you get coochie coupons for that kind of stuff. You putting forth the effort to show that you want to spend time with her. I'm telling you, that impresses her. That impresses her when you do a little something extra, prove that you want to spend time with her. And for real, a babysitter don't cost that much. I mean, what you talking about? Keeping her for 12 days or something? Babysitters ain't that expensive. Even if you have to pay one of the older kids to be responsible, shoot them a little something for what you get to do. Shoot them a little something because ain't you got some teenage kids? They can watch the kids. They could, but that's not their job. It's her job. You know what? Let me talk to your oldest son. Now, I took this girl one time. I bought some pizza. I gave the oldest child. I shot them a 50 because I want to spend time with mom. Oh, you ain't have to do all that. I know, but I don't want to shit. See, With that 50, Buddy wasn't gonna call their mama all night long. He gonna take care of whatever it is. And they got 2 pizzas. You know, kids, you say what you want to. Once you get kids pizza, they don't give a shit about the parents. As long as some food there, they don't care nothing. They don't even know mom gone for 2-3 days. When the pizza run out, then everybody looking for it. That's just the system. But fellas, you kind of got to do it. What you mean fuck the coupon? Boy, stop playing, Mark. You and Mo had this thing a couple of weeks ago, Mark. Sometimes it's a wait till she find a babysitter. Okay. All right, Mark.
And so I don't do I stopped. I think I had an epiphany one time and I stopped doing the binary arguments, right? This or that. I don't do that no more because I know there's 50,000 different options in the middle somewhere, right? And so this is what happened, and this is when it finally hit me. I was like, I'm never doing a binary argument again. No black and white, none of that. But my girl was cooking, and I know she was cooking. She cooked the meat sauce, and she asked me, do I want noodles or rice? I already know. I've been with her. I know she wanted the rice, right? She's just asking me that to be nice. So if I would have said noodles, she would have just we would have had an argument. I know it. I just know it because I've been with her, right? So I'm sitting there and I got this juggling in my head. I'm like, fuck. If I say rice, she's gonna be happy. If I say noodles, she's gonna be unhappy. But I don't want rice. What do I do? Right? Boy, I think it was DVP's little angel over there came down on my shoulder and told me what to do. Yeah, DVP, you told me what to do, man. So what I said, I waited like I was gonna get hit with a bomb. I was like, cook them both, right? And then I sat there like I was getting ready to get shot up with an AK-47, and she was like, okay, and I was like, yeah, yeah.
You unlocked it. You unlocked the code.
Binary arguments again. That's it, boy. There's always another way. Don't do it, y'all.
And, and Mark, because you won't change the clock, we're gonna pick on you because you won't put batteries in there. Hey man, ain't nothing wrong with stepping outside the box and doing something as what's the song say? I'm a little more creative. Sometimes you got to be creative to get points in. You got to get these points. To get what you want, get these points. Most time these points don't require nothing but creativity. A lot of them require a lot of money. Just be a little bit more creative. Sometimes you got to step outside the box, do a little something different.
Well, hold on, DVP, because all this stuff we talking about, I want to hear from the ladies because so because there's an expectation aspect to this. Do ladies even expect you to go to this crazy ass $3,000 restaurant on the first date? Do they even expect that, or is it interest? And I know it varies from woman to woman, but I'm just we got two here. I want to hear what they have to say. But is it just like, let's have some conversation and go to a nice quiet place or a nice regular place? I don't know.
It can't be Buckhead down because that's what you get felt on, according to me.
That's a good question though, Mo, because well, I don't know. I don't have any expectations. I don't mind. I'll literally go anywhere, but I can also, whatever it is that I require, I can provide for myself. So if I go to a restaurant and I've ordered $200 steaks before.
Right.
I have no issue with that. Now, would I want someone to take me somewhere like that and pay for it? If they're not my spouse, probably. I don't know. That's hard to say. I mean, I'm gonna go off what he orders. Put it like that.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna go off what he orders.
Okay. Was that a Wagyu A12?
Man, it was a tomahawk. We were at Prime. We were at Prime. And it was like $175.
Woo!
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I like the finer things in life. So that's probably why I'm single. So
what you say, Colette?
I agree. I don't think that I wouldn't have you spend that type of money because I feel like it's not about what you spend. It's not the monetary. It's the time that we're spending to get to know each other. So we could go have hot dogs As long as the conversation is good, I'm fine with it. I'm not going to expect you to come out your pocket and spend a whole lot of money. Who you impressing? Like she said, I could do it myself. So it's not a big deal. It's not something that I can't already do. So I wouldn't expect it done.
My only thing is, let's not go to a restaurant and you act surprised about the prices.
There you
know
go.
what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
don't take me to a restaurant and you asking the server how much something costs. Like that's an it
Exactly.
for me. That is an
That's
it.
right.
Like, don't ask how much something costs. Because if that's the case, we're gonna go Dutch at this point, and I'm gonna pay for what I want,
There you go.
and let that be that. So, yeah.
Yeah,
That's true.
So quick question. We know y'all can take yourself where. Do you want the guy to take you somewhere that you can't take yourself?
Where can you take me that I can't take myself? I want to hear this. Ooh, I want to hear this.
Paris?
I've been there. Took myself to Paris.
Dubai.
I want to go next year skydiving. So anybody want to take me, they can. But if not, I'm gonna go.
You ain't got to go all the way to Dubai to skydive. They got skies everywhere.
But that's not what it's about. I want to go to Dubai to skydive. I know I can go right up to North Georgia and skydive, but I want to go to Dubai.
See, I went to CNS. CNS is really nice. That is not a place I would take just anybody. That's to me, that's when, because I know you're gonna dress the part. I know you can enjoy all the good stuff. To me, that's a special day. I wouldn't do that on a first date. And I've had first date ask me to take them somewhere expensive, and it's just not gonna happen because I don't believe you can relax with an expensive first date.
Yes,
because it's putting too much pressure on everybody.
If you're asking somebody out on the first date, they don't get to tell you where to take them unless you ask.
Exactly.
But don't ask me. Like, if you come and say, "Oh, Sharonda, I want to take you out on a date," my response is, "Okay, put it on my calendar. Let me know when, and let me know what to wear." The rest of it it's on you, because as soon as I start asking questions, that means I'm gonna have a part to play when the tab comes. So I don't want a part to play.
That's right.
So take me wherever you want to take me. Like, let me see what you want to do so I can see what you want to do. You know what I'm saying?
And fellas, I want y'all to pay attention to that part, because I said this. When dudes complain about the date, well, you control that narrative. Take her somewhere you can afford. That way you ain't got to look at the menu. Don't try to impress her with something and then tell her what she can't eat. Because if you take her there, the book says wherever you take her, the menu, she can pick anything off the menu she want to. If you ain't about that life, Raw always be joking about the 2 for $25. When I ain't going to that. But what I mean, if that's the case, then you know who out of your league. You got to find somebody who is willing to do what you want to. But most women that I've run across ain't ask you to take them to the most expensive place. But when you take them somewhere, don't start telling them what they can and can't. Oh, my limit is $25. Like, you should have told me that before, and I wouldn't even came on this date.
Baby, it don't sound like you tall enough to ride this ride.
I'd have been like, "You got gas to get home? We got gas to get back?"
Right. But when you do too much and then you looking at her, and like, the one we was talking about, what the wine ended up being $25 a glass, and it wasn't printed. Maybe you didn't know that, but like I said, he picked that place and he didn't realize it, and she felt a little bad, and she said, "Well, let me give you something on it." And he said no. Then the next day he said, "Yeah." And I'm saying it's because he didn't get none. If he'd have got something, he'd have been okay. But when she didn't put out, and I don't know too many women who gonna put out for a $25 glass of wine. You'd have did better taking her to get something nice to eat. Food, fellas, food, not alcohol. Food is the way to get them. If you want to get them to relax, food. Not 95% of women prefer food. You can get drinks. Drinks don't do the same thing. They relax them after the food. Take them somewhere nice. But yeah, when he did that, I thought that was funny. So he didn't get none. Now he want money back for the drinks. Right? Everybody got to do what they got to do.
Yep.
It's 7:55, but y'all don't. We ain't even get to the other two subjects. We're gonna have to save them for another day. So we didn't get Colette's version of cheating if Varshay came late, because I really would like to know. So this is what I want to do, ladies. ladies. Sure, you already here. Colette, Sin, me, Cheyenne. I don't know. I think I might be talking to two people at that one. Hey, I need Yolanda. I need for y'all to come and do a show so me and Mo we can just sit back and ask y'all questions. Because I think sometimes more often than not, men fill in blanks for stuff so we can be safe and not overexposed because we're scared of being told something. More women will say yes something if
you're afraid of rejection. Call it like it is. You're afraid of rejection.
Exposure, because now you can know we cheap or whatever. So I want y'all to figure this out. You know what? I think I'm gonna put Shaw in charge. She can be in charge of, if y'all want to talk to me, talk to me. But yeah, I want to get don't do that. Don't do that. I want to get 3 or 4 of y'all so we can have a conversation, because normally it's always me, Mo, and Mark. But we got questions because I can only give y'all stuff from the masculine side, which is why I asked Shaw to be a regular, because I want the other side. I need a little balance. I said, Mark I said it's right. I said, because I just said it's me, Mo, and Mark usually here. That's why I got Sharonda. So, Mark, you don't listen, little knucklehead.
Mark don't listen.
He hard-headed.
Hey, Shaw, I'll just let you. I don't know if you're still listening, Colette, but Shaw and Colette.
Still listening.
You already know.
I'm here.
Mark wants to be a house husband, so his perspective gonna be a little bit different here. So he said he wanted to be the house husband. So I'm just letting y'all know out the gate. So
Mark, you said it on air, Mark. You said you want to be a house husband. So
See, okay. No.
Look at her. She looking out the window. I mean, she ain't gonna say shit. See, hey, Mark, you know how she in her car and it work, but your car don't never seem to. I'm just saying. I'm just pointing out some differences.
He probably got Metro. But when you're not a house husband, you can make those choices and get AT&T or something like that.
Hey, listen, house husband.
I guess head of house makes those decisions.
Man, I need something stronger to drink because I'm not going to play with y'all. Look at that, it's 7:58. So what we're going to do, sometimes, I remember when I used to do a show by myself, I was in control. Then when I let other people, I can't even call them adults, I let some people in and they just start doing whatever. Tell them, Mark, you started this barbecue. Man, Simon, don't be encouraging him. Colette, you got any last words while you got your camera off? Colette probably robbing people too. She's from New York. They be stealing hubcaps while they on the move and shit. So, Colette, you still there? Uh-oh. All right. Shaw, what you got for us for parting words?
Man, I don't know. They say some of the happiest women have house husbands. I mean, I guess if they like it, I love it. So go forth with that. Just do you. Whatever makes you happy.
Y'all know that's the most condescending line in America. The most condescending line in America. You might well slap my mom. You know what I'm saying? It's just if you love it, if it works, if you love it, I like it. Whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Blood is hard.
Oh my goodness. Colette, what's good? You through with the bodies and shit? Because you put the camera thing on. We just
no, it was just going. It's doing its own little thing today.
See, what we don't require explanation when you in the middle of felonious shit, because we don't want to know nothing. We don't want to know nothing. So all you gotta do is just nod your head, blink twice. We good. You got some parting words from our people?
Yeah, what I want to say is say what you mean and mean what you say. That's basically my parting words. There's a lot that I would like to cover. We'll go over it more, but just as individuals, say what you mean what you say.
So you gonna come back for the ladies show so we can interview?
Oh, definitely, yes.
I'm gonna put you down so we're gonna see when Shaw available, when she ain't running from ICE. I'm sorry, when she not directing ICE, because she doing her thing, so she ain't gonna fly from.
Okay, so my schedule changes. I will no longer be off on Tuesday, Wednesdays. My schedule originally it changes on Mondays, so I'll be off Mondays and Tuesdays now. So I'll probably have to catch you guys. We're not flying.
Or we'll just do what we do. Hey, Sharonda got connections at the airport, so she'll just tell people, make she can't work. Don't do that. She can't work from 6 to 8. You know what I'm saying? She can't work. I'm just saying.
Okay, cool.
Women with house husbands come home to hot meals, hot bath water, and food. somebody just tell you what's wrong with that theory. No man can ever make the water hot enough for a woman because it would kill her. So that's not true, because y'all water is somewhere between hell and hell. It started at 4,022 degrees. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Oh, what you got for me?
Yeah. So I think today we kind of talked about customize your relationship for you. You know, we all are individuals. I like something a little different than everybody on this screen. They like something a little different than me. And, you know, just keep that in mind when you get ready to get into a relationship. Customize it for you. You know, that's you number one. Also, I just want to mention we got a few seats for the Policing in America read-along discussion that I do on Sundays. It's coming up in a few days. So if you're interested in finding out more about that, look at my name, take a copy of that email address, send me an email, and I'll let you know more about it.
And I'm gonna say this, Reggie, I know you're in the hospital, so I know what you don't be doing. Bro, we got you. Fellas, I'm gonna tell y'all something. When we have an issue, if you don't say it out loud, you don't ever know who can help you. And I know we hate asking for stuff, but y'all would be surprised. If you put something in the air, you'll be surprised how many people either been through what you've been through or got a connection. So sometimes you just gotta say it. Being proud is a cool thing, but it's highly overrated. Give up being proud. Just say it. If you need some help, even if you don't need some help, sometimes you can just say what's going on and watch who steps up. And this is how you start friendships, because people like to be helpful when they can. And I know 3 different situations where somebody was in a group where they could have got massive help, but they never told anybody anything. And when the shit all hit the fan and this world started crumbling, everybody's like, man, if you'd have said something, you would have never got this far down. You would have never been this far down the total pole. So, ladies and gentlemen, don't be scared to say something. Like I said, you ain't got to be asked for help, but sometimes you just got to let people know your life ain't going great. And, you know, just say in a little comment, and you'll be surprised who will offer you something. Because most of us want to be helpful, especially if we consider you part of our circle. Even if you're just on the outside touching in. Sometimes knowing a friend who know a friend is the same thing. Because we want our friends to be cool with us, so we don't mind doing stuff to other friends. But don't wait. Don't wait. And don't wait till you hit rock bottom. It's much harder to bring you up from rock bottom than it is when you just at the top of the water before you sink. And, you know, we just got to consider that, because you'll be amazed at how many people know other people or other things. So I want to thank Colette for taking time out of doing whatever New Yorkers do when they doing stuff that they ain't got no business doing. And, you know, I'm always glad when Char show up, and, you know, even though she ain't never bringing no burgers back. Lady Cinema, Yolanda, Mark, who deserved us. Mark, you're a no call, no show, so you suspended. Man, everybody who stopped by, you know, we have fun. I hope we got some education and some entertainment out of this. We're gonna do this again next week. If y'all got something y'all want to talk about, y'all know who to send something to. Colette claims she ain't gonna be here, but she just don't know who we know yet. So, you know, so let Sharonda know. You know, she the resident shit star. She stay Holiday Inn Express, so she can watch TV all night long and tell us the real deal. Oh, Varsity, don't let me forget about you. Okay, she stayed at Marriott, but they got a Holiday Inn connection. So Holiday Inn Express. So that's where you learn shit. That's how I learned certain shit. You know, I stayed at Holiday Inn Express one night, and everything just came across. So with that being said, ladies, I want y'all to hit me up so we can schedule a ladies show, because I got some questions I want to ask y'all that me and Mo and Mark can't answer. I know Mark probably can because he knew everything, but this is what we're gonna do. It's 8:04. I'm probably running late. I'm gonna get an Instagram. But until next week, y'all know what it is, right? Peace, popcorn, and chicken grease, and we out.
Bye.